Welcome to TUSK TV. My name's Joe, and I'm joined tonight with Maya and Kristen from SPUNK, Norway's most majestic, long-running improv group. So, hi Maya, hi Kristen, how's it going?
Hey, good. Yeah, we miss playing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a strange old world, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really strange not to play concerts all the time. It's super frustrating, but we just hope there is light in the end of this tunnel.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully, what people can see tonight is your 25th anniversary film. So that's bits and pieces of you playing over 25 years, and that's where I'd like to start. So 25 years is a really long time for an improv group in particular. How have things changed in your playing over that period of time, would you say?
Well, I guess obviously we've become much more mature in the way we are solving all the problems. Or maybe not, Maya.
I can see Maya
You disagree. I think so, because we have more solutions for whatever problems we get into while playing. So some of the solutions which we would choose 25 years ago would obviously be quite, well, maybe not suitable for stage.
But another thing, yeah, I totally agree with you. But another thing is perhaps that we're more relaxed. We aren't so afraid of what people say and all that. It's too late, you know. It's too late for us. We're just doing our stuff anyway, and we're not gonna get rich and famous by that. So we just want to meet. We just want to play because we have fun, and we confront our own creativity, and the research for something new within the group is still so fresh.
Yeah.
But I think it's more relaxed than in the beginning. At least I'm speaking for myself. But you, Kristen, you have been much more calm. But I was really nervous in the beginning.
Okay.
I thought it was really horrible to have a concert, and what would people say, and what if we didn't manage to make something interesting when we were improvising? What if the concert went boring? How could we cope with that, etc., etc.? Those thoughts are just gone because now we just have fun.
And that really comes out in the records, and it certainly comes out in the film. The fact that you're close, you're friendly, you know, you're friends. And so, does that have an impact on how you play as well, do you think?
Yeah, I think it has. We don't see each other that often anymore as we did in the start. Then we saw each other each day.
Okay.
And we practiced several times a week. We just played and played and played. But we have this long-term relationship. So when we meet, even though it's been some time since we were together, then it feels like it was yesterday. This kind of relationship you only have with really good old friends, you know.
Absolutely.
So it's like a returning home each time.
That's lovely to hear. Again, just sort of like your relationship and the instruments you play, and sort of, you know, when I listen to you, and I've got to say, I hadn't seen any video of you until I watched the video that we'll see later on. I'd only just listened to the records, so I didn't realize that the instruments that you play, you know, it's a really unique palette of sound in improv. So there's woodwind, and there's strings, and there's voice, and there's electronics. How did you come up with that mixture?
Bits and pieces over time. We would start with our main instruments at the time and add stuff as we went along. Literally speaking,
yeah.
If for one period of time we would acquire sort of metal stuff which we would find on our way to rehearsal.
So you just pick up on the way, right?
Gong, this sounds great. Stuff. So it's evolved naturally over time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the thing that we base our music on our main instruments.
Yeah.
Which is voice, cello, trumpet, and French horn, and then we build out from that. So that has been the story of how we create music since the beginning. And it wasn't a natural pick. I have never heard about a quartet like that before, but it was more yeah, it was more because we wanted to play together. It was us four, and we wanted to make music together, and then the instruments were secondary.
So the people came first. These are the people I want to play with, and then it's just, hey, these are the things that we use.
Yeah, we just had this this urge to try to create something that we hadn't heard before, and we wanted to improvise, and we hadn't heard anything like that in modern jazz or in contemporary music, not like that.
Yes.
We wanted to keep that playfulness and that respectlessness maybe towards genres, but still, still full of love towards other genres. But we felt that it was lacking somehow in the totally male-dominated field of improv that was already established. And in Oslo, there were really, really few people who were doing it. Maybe not at all.
Right.
When we started, we didn't have any references until we started to tour and hear all the music abroad and records and stuff.
Sometimes that's really nice when there's nobody else doing anything, so you can just create your own world. And again, that's what I pick up from your music, is that you've just created this world, which is wonderfully, like I use the word majestic quite deliberately. There's these big sweeps of sound. It's kind of like, I imagine myself on a mountain looking down sort of thing, like swooping through the valleys. It's got a real kind of what's the word I'm looking for, visualness of it. Sorry, I can't remember. You know what I mean? It makes me dream, which is a lovely thing. Next question. So it's kind of a corny question, but I've got to ask it. So what does the future hold? What does the next 25 years hold for SPUNK?
That's difficult question, of course. We don't know, but it's the same as always. It's the music that leads the way, and of course, whatever opportunities will arise. But I think that our own urges to create music together will always be there also the next 25 years, because it's home. It's the musical home for myself, where I like to return to.
Yeah, me too. I can't imagine not playing with SPUNK. That would be the last thing I do when I still can draw a breath. To consider SPUNK. We felt that it was a long-term relationship already when we were students. One reason is that we already planned a 12-year-long project called Das Wohltemperierte SPUNK, which started in 2000 and ended in 2012, where we played one concert each year. And after that, we had done all the 12 tones in a row that starts with BACH. In various spaces, and that is a box. It's a really beautiful disc where we are recording one note in a space in the Oslo region. Some of those concerts were even outside, and some were inside also with electronics in various spaces, and it was all documented. So we have all these tones in a beautiful box raised by Rune Gramophone. But also I remember a cartoon drawing that Hild, our horn player, drew when we started, and it features us as old people in a nursery home. Is that an English name of this nursery home?
Nursing home.
A nursing home, yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Nursing home, with us in a nursing home with those wagons with mixers and microphone stands, and cables connected to those stools that you need for walking.
Yeah. The Zimmer frame. I could do with one of those, I think, actually. Yeah, with all my kit on it as well. Really. Okay. They were all the questions I was going to ask you. So is there anything extra you'd like to add?
I want to show you a picture from
Yes, please.
It's normally hanging on my wall over there. This is us. So this is my musical family with SPUNK. This is Lena, Hild, and me and Christian. This is 25 years old, outside of the Club Blå in Oslo when that was established.
Were you just about to play, or were you playing later on?
I'm not sure. Or maybe Blå
We'll
was
be playing later
it
on, I
wasn't
think.
Blå didn't exist yet. It must be something else that we did.